And welcome to First Light. This morning we're talking, since the theme for Tuesdays is Did You Know Tuesday? So today we are talking about, is your health influenced by your history? Is your health influenced by your history? Again, I'm going to say that again. Is your health influenced by your history? I'm sorry for moving things in the camera, but it was in front of my face and I didn't notice it until now. Is your health influenced by your history? Good morning. As the day begins, I want to ask a question that sounds, how do I put it? I want to ask a question that sounds simple but reaches deep. Is your health influenced? Is your health influenced by your history? Most people answer this with a quick yes. Most people answer this with a quick yes. Or some might say no. No, why would my health be influenced by my history? But science answers it more carefully, and the truth sits in layers. We often think of health as what we eat, how we move, or whether we take our medication. And don't get me wrong, those things matter, but they are only the surface of your health. Beneath them sits a longer story, your biology. Your biology remembers things your mind may no longer visit. Your biology remembers things your mind may no longer visit. And let's start with what research is clear about. And I have my notes, and I'm going to go to my notes for you. So come in, say good morning. Let me know that you're in the comment section. I will shout you out. If you're coming into the replay, I will reach out to you in the comment section and let you know that you are welcomed here. Your genetics matters, but they are not destiny. You may inherit, and I'm going to say this, you may inherit a tendency toward high blood pressure, diabetes, autoimmune disease, or depression. But genes do not operate in isolation. Genes do not operate in isolation. They respond to signals from your environment, your stress levels, your sleep, your nutrition, and even your emotional patterns. This is where epigenetics comes in. And what is epigenetics? Epigenetics is the study of how life experience turns your genes on or off without changing the DNA itself. So in plain terms, the body keeps notes of the things of what you do on a daily basis. Your body keeps note. So trauma, chronic stress, neglect, malnourishment, prolonged fear can leave chemical marks that influence how your body functions years later. It might not be an immediate response, but it can influence how your body responds years later. This means your history does not live in memory. It can live in your hormones. It can live in inflammation and immune response. Children raised in unstable environments often show higher baseline cortisol levels. And cortisol is the stress hormone. When it stays elevated for too long, it affects your blood sugar, it affects your blood pressure, it affects how you sleep, it affects your blood sugar, and it affects your overall weight regulation. And over time, the body adapts to stress by staying on high alert. And that adaptation becomes illness later in life. This helps explain why some adults do everything right and still struggle. They eat clean, they exercise, they follow instructions that their doctors may give them or their providers might give them. They follow all of these things, yet their bodies resist balance. It is not weakness, it is physiology shaped by experience. And this is what I mean by, is your health influenced by history? There is also the role of adverse childhood experiences, often called ACEs, ACEs for short. Research shows a strong link between early adversity and adult conditions like heart disease, autoimmune disorders, depression, addiction, and even shortened lifespan. Not because people fail to try, but because their nervous systems were trained early to survive and not to rest. If you're here this morning and you feel like you want to say good morning, go right ahead in the comment section. I will welcome you. Survival mode is effective in danger. It is costly in adulthood. Your body does not forget what it learned when safety was uncertain. You hear that? Your body does not forget something that happened when you were a child. Your body keeps a record of it. But here is the critical point, and it really matters. History influences health. It does not sentence your health. History influences your health, but it does not sentence it. The same science that explains how damage occurs also explains how repair happens. The nervous system is adaptable. The brain is plastic. The body responds to consistency, not perfection. So, sleep regulates hormones, right? Predictable routines calm the nervous system, and strength training improves insulin sensitivity. So if you have insulin issues, my ladies and guys, if you have insulin issues, practice strengthening, lifting weights every day. Strength training improves insulin sensitivity. Breath work and prayer reduces cortisol. Deep breaths and prayer reduces cortisol. Safe relationships signal to the body that vigilance is no longer required. Healing is not just emotional work, it is biological recalibration. This is why two people with the same diagnoses can have very different outcomes. One treats the symptom, and the other addresses the system that produces it. If your history includes chaos, loss, abuse, neglect, or prolonged stress, your body may be operating with outdated instructions. Your body may be operating with outdated instructions. Healing is the process of teaching it something new, or teaching your body something new. It is not about blame. It is about literacy. Understanding your own body gives you leverage to your healing. So, my friends, I want to encourage you this morning that you are not broken, you are patterned. And patterns can change. I'm going to say that again. You are not broken, you are patterned. You have accustomed your body to a certain pattern. And when you change that pattern, you can change your health. So as you move into today, consider this. Your health story did not begin this morning. It did not begin yesterday. It did not begin last week when you went to the doctor and the doctor says, hey, you have high blood pressure, or hey, you have high cholesterol. That's not when it started, because your body keeps history of things. So things that may occur way in your childhood can present itself in your adult life. Your body keeps history of patterns. So you can unchange patterns and start your health journey. So as you move into today, consider this. Your health story did not begin this morning, but today is still a page you get to write. Your body is listening to you. Speak to it with consistency. Treat it with patience. And remember that healing is often quieter than sickness, but far more powerful. Healing is quieter than sickness, but far more powerful than sickness. And this is your morning first light reflection for today. I hope this information was or is an encouragement to all of us as we start this beautiful Tuesday. I hope that if you're going to work, that you will be safe. I hope if you're at home and you're not going to work, if you're laying in the bed, if you're sick, that healing comes to your body from your crown of your head to the sole of your feet. I pray that peace be your portion. Whatever that looks like, may peace be your portion. And remember, it is okay to set boundaries. It is okay to speak up when something is not making you happy or bringing you peace. It's okay to set boundaries, because in setting boundaries, you control your cortisol level. In setting boundaries, you control your cortisol levels. And cortisol level is your stress hormone, that stress level. You want it to keep it balanced and not elevated. So this morning, I thank you for tuning in. I see one person viewing. I thank you for being here and showing your support. And you guys have a wonderful day.